Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I can't even say what I want to say. Well, what I'm saying could be wrong, but it seems like dude got manipulated into this or thought of this plan himself. Either which one. Let's just get into the story, more explanation as we go. The behavior these dudes be having.
All heard about the case that's happening right now in Tennessee against Brandon Isabel. If you haven't, I'm going to share the details. I do want to say major trigger warning. And I also want to share that the reason we have the details is because he actually confessed before pleading not guilty. And if he's found guilty, he faces life in prison. According to the prosecution's opening statement, back in 2021, Brandon met Danielle at the FedEx where they both worked. They had a brief sexual relationship. She ends up pregnant with their daughter, Kennedy. A couple of months after, he meets another woman who also works at the FedEx, whose name is Artisha. And according to the state, he was crazy about Artisha and would do anything to keep her happy because, according to him, she was the perfect woman. Now, on January 30th of 2022, he receives a text message letting him know that Danielle is actually in labor with their daughter. He goes to the hospital. While he's there, he is texting Artisha, and apparently she's extremely upset because he's having a child with another woman. Baby Kennedy was born in the early morning hours of January 31st, and just a couple hours after he met with Artisha to discuss their relationship that was apparently already on the rocks. They argued and nothing was resolved. On February 1st, Danielle is actually released from the hospital. She goes to her home, very excited to show everyone baby Kennedy, who is just 2 days old. Now, according to reports and possibly what he confessed, he calls Danielle and tells her, "Hey, let's meet up. I have clothes for baby Kennedy." So she gets in the car and she has the baby in the back seat. She meets up with him at MAPCO, and they state that somehow he convinced her to drive.
Now, before we get there, right? Before we get there, I, as a man, don't even know how it's possible for you to do this. Because I heard this already. Like, I don't know how it is possible for any sane person, because clearly he's not, any sane person to do this. Yeah, I'm not making light of the story, okay? I'm not making light of it. But even what he did to her doesn't add up to what you're gonna hear. Feel me? It's like, what? You did all of that. Like, not just all of that. Like, fuck you did to her. You did that too? Like, as a human being, a sentient you must not be. You got to be off your rockers. You got to be. But listen to it and y'all tell me what y'all think.
Down Sedec Road. This is in Tennessee, where it meets Levi. It's a deserted, dark road. She pulls up to the side of the road, parked the wrong way. The defendant exits his vehicle, opens the door, and shoots her 5 times, hitting her in the face and in the head. He then drags her body out of the car, down into the ditch. At this point, he takes baby car seat out of her car and puts it in his car. He starts driving around with Kennedy, eventually going back to his home where he lived with his parents. Now he goes inside the home, changes out of clothes, then grabs his slides and goes back to the car where he had left the baby. Again, she was only 2 days old. He drives to Mud Island, and to them, they have cameras showing him driving up and.
If you are squeamish, this is not the moment for you. Trust me. Even letting you get this far, you know what's going to happen. You don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I'm pretty sure your brain at least came up with different outcomes to this situation. Majority of them good, but you know there are the bad ones. So if you're not squeamish, we're going to continue. But if you are, because you don't see nothing, but hearing it still hurts if you have feelings.
Down, where he finally stops at the old boat ramp and takes the daughter, grabs her by the leg, and throws her into the Mississippi River. Apparently, not realizing that her little baby cap had fallen from her head, resting on the riverbank. He then gets back into this car, still texting Artisha. The GPS is on, so it's tracking everywhere he goes. He continues on to Walgreens to buy gifts for Artisha. He sits in the parking lot and texts Danielle asking about the baby, knowing that she will never answer, just trying to cover his tracks. Now, at this point, there's a police officer that's just driving around, notices a vehicle down this deserted street. Sees that the vehicle is parked on the wrong side of the road. So he drives down and sees the door open, see that the window is shattered. He immediately runs the tag. The tag comes back to Danielle Hoyle. He's thinking the entire time that he's investigating a stolen vehicle, not realizing that her body is right there in the ditch. Now, when they arrive to the home of the mom and Danielle, she tells her, oh, Danielle actually left. She has the baby. At this point, that other officer is still on the scene, decides to walk around. That is when they discover her body. I will keep you guys updated.
Yeah, just to think, he did that. Like, he did all of that. Not even like, I'm not making light of anything, but he did that and then did that to that baby. Like, what? What type of human are you, bro? Like, I can do, and not even to say that I can do some heinous things, because we all don't know what we can do, but I would never just do it unprovoked. And there's no way that she provoked you because you slept with her. Like, not to say you, like, you know what I mean. It's like it was a together thing, but you went after her. Women don't go after men, so technically it's like you slept with her. And shit, there was another part to the story. Well, if y'all leave some comments, I'll find the other part and bring it up here for you. So don't forget to like, comment, and share.